It's time for the Coach's Corner Show with your host, Pat Disabato.
Hello, welcome to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'm your host, Pat Disabato, and we are at South Oak Jeep Dodge Ram 4550 Lincoln Highway in Matson. We've been here before. Good friend Kevin Ross, Client Relations Manager, is going to be one of our guests, but showroom, beautiful, Wagoneers, Grand Cherokees, Wranglers, man, it's beautiful. Some Hellcats over there. It's top of the line as usual here at South Oak, man. So stop on by. We're going to talk about some things they have going on here. And our guest on the first day, official day of high school baseball practice, Providence Catholic baseball coach Mark Smith. He's had a tremendous career, just inducted into the Illinois High School Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Congrats on that. He's racked up a 358-180 record over this is 16th season at Providence as head coach. 3 straight state championships back in 2014, 15, 16 in Class 4A. So we're going to talk all things Providence and have some fun with Coach Smith. So we come back from this Beggar's Pizza timeout. Remember, folks, Crest Hill location just opened. Crestwood knocking on the door. Will be open sometime probably at the end of this month in March. And join that Big Cheese loyalty program. A lot of perks to be had. We come back. Providence Catholic baseball coach Mark Smith will be our guest. Stay tuned.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
Hello, boys. I'm a drop-dead gorgeous pepperoni sausage, hold the vegetables deep dish pizza. Just look at my cheese. Your place or mine. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
Having surgery or dealing with some type of nagging pain that limits your function? Then get to Athletics. We offer treatment for all types of orthopedic injuries, work-related injuries, and sports injuries. Therapists with over 20 years of experience provide treatment that is efficient and effective. Our 2,000 square foot clinics offer state-of-the-art equipment from HydroTrack, Blankenship, and Biodex. If your doctor suggests physical therapy, then you suggest Athletics, where every patient is treated like a champion.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. If you're just joining us, we are at Denny Guest, South Oak Jeep Dodge Ram 4550 Lincoln Highway in Matson. Our guest, hey, spring is in the air. First day of high school baseball practice was today as we're taping on a Monday. Providence Catholic coach Mark Smith is our guest, 3-time state champion, and most recently, inducted into the Illinois High School Baseball Coaches Association Hall of Fame. Long overdue on that one, my man.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
That is tremendous. And what's that feel like? You find out you're being inducted, and
I mean, it's cool. It's but it's because I had great coaches, great players. I always say that those are the ones who make you look good. I mean, I'm proud to be a part of that, but it doesn't happen without them. And as I told my wife, this is as much as her award as it is mine.
That's for
because
sure, man.
No one sacrifices more than your spouse.
Yep, that's for sure. Without a supportive spouse, you're not doing this. Now your 16th year as head coach, 30th year overall, 358 wins, 180 losses. However, most importantly here, besides developing great talent and kids into good young men, this guy won 3 state championships, 4A state championships in a row, 2014, 2015, 2016. And I was along for the ride on a lot of those. And what an amazing streak. Won 23 consecutive playoff games, stretched over that time, leading into 2017. And what do you remember most about that 3-year run?
Well, it was fun. I mean, it's always fun to win in the postseason. But I think things I remember most with those 3 groups is that they were loose. They had fun. I mean, it'd be the 7th inning, we're down a run, and you're like, all right, I got to score. And that was their mentality. That was their mindset. And And that was part of our success. They never felt pressure. They never felt pressured. It's like, okay, we got a game, all right, whatever. And they didn't get too high. They never got too low. They loved playing together. And it was all three teams. Those are three completely different teams.
That's what I was going to say. It's not like you had this stud like Sam Travis. We'll talk about him down the road. It's like Sam was on a team for 3 straight years. You were relying on this, a bunch of D1 guys. It was a different team, but the similarity, besides the coaching staff, was each team, when you thought the playoffs run was going to end, they found a way. I don't know how many times, Smitty, you guys came back in that 6th and 7th inning when you thought it was done. And I'm talking some comebacks, man, not like down a run. And you guys just had that resiliency, all 3 of those teams to come back, and it was unbelievable. It was extraordinary.
Yeah, I think they, just as the games went on, they built more and more confidence. It's like, well, we've been here before, and it just kind of became old hat. And I remember we joked one day at practice. I said, boys, anytime you want to play with the lead, I mean, that would be all right too. That would be kind of fun. But no, it is a credit to those kids and what they did, that they believed in each other and bought into everything that we try to teach them as a program.
And I do remember, talking to multiple players through the years, interviewing me after these games and after these victories, and how much they did attribute it to you that, the loosey-goosiness, you didn't put pressure on these guys, you just let them be themselves, and that has a lot to do with it, man. When you're tight and you know the pressure's on, or you feel like you're going to get yanked if you don't come through with a hit or a big play defensively, and they always said, you kept it loose, man, and that was a big factor in the success of those teams.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, number one, I want to have fun with the kids, and I think our coaches relate very well with the kids. I'm 51 years old. Sometimes I act like I'm 18, so that kind of helps. But our staff, like I said, we have a nice relationship with the kids, and we keep it fun. If I need to get on you a little bit, we're going to get on you. But the bottom line is, we love the kids. We love being part of a program and having them all together. But it's about the cohesiveness as a unit, and we just enjoyed each other and had fun. And the idea is not to put pressure on, but to teach them.
Yep.
And that's our job, and that's kind of how we go about things.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, covering high school baseball in this area for 31 years, you talk to coaches, and always for the most part, the number one goal is to win a conference championship. And you won those 3 state championships without winning the Catholic League Blue. And not even winning. I don't think you finished in the top 3. Did you? Any of those 3 seasons?
Yeah, I think in 16 we might have tied for 3rd, maybe. Yeah.
But you go on and you win 3 straight state championships, which will never be done again. I'll put the money on that. That's not happening at the 4A level. But what does that kind of teach you? How did that alter your strategy and your message to the kids, moving forward?
Well, number one, we're talking about the Chicago Catholic League, and you finish 4th in the Catholic League. It's not like you're a bad program. Let's face facts. These are great teams that you face day in, day out. But as we tell the kids going into it, we have one goal, and that's to win our last game. That's the goal every year. If you win conference, it's great. It just means that you're playing great baseball at that time.
Yep.
Our goal is we use those 35 games as what we call as a dress rehearsal. This is to prepare them, put some pressure on them in regards to situational things to see how they respond and how do they do. It's learning facial expressions in certain situations where you kind of learn the kids, so you find out strengths and weaknesses. So when you get into the postseason, right? I know how this kid's going to react in some sort of situation if there's a lot of pressure. So, certain kids, I can pull this kid off the bench because I know he's going to go up there to lay down a bunt, and he's got that in his eyes. I know he can get it done, and some can't.
Yep.
And every kid's built differently, but but like I said, those dress rehearsal games is what prepares us for the postseason. That and the schedule that we play, because the schedule is a bear, and by the time you get to the postseason, you've seen everything. You've seen the 90s, you've seen the kids that can swing the crap out of it, and how we're going to get them out and the speed, and so we're as prepared as we can be.
Yep. Well, Smitty, let's hypothetically, you and I are in Vegas. We got our pockets are loaded with cash, and the wager is, will someone win 3 state championships in baseball at the 4A level? Do you put your money on that not happening again, or do you think, because you know what it took? It's just not talent. It's just not talent. What do you think?
I think we should take that money and put it on red.
Better odds? I don't know, man. I think the odds are very good in your favor that record, they're all made to be broken. That baby's sticking around. 1A, 2A, it might happen. I don't see it happening at 4A, man. There's just too much talent. There's just too much talent. There's so many great teams. We're blessed to have done it. I don't know if it'll ever happen.
You know, it wouldn't hurt my feelings if it didn't. You know, hopefully I'm 85 years old and still going and following high school baseball and saying, man, I can't believe that record's still holding. But if somebody does tie it or breaks it, I would tip my cap and say, wow, that's impressive.
Yeah, there's no doubt. All right, folks, we're going to go to a Lisa Thomas Salon timeout. Remember, 3 locations, Mokina, Tinley Park, and Orland Park. We come back, more with Providence Catholic coach Mark Smith. Stay tuned.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun. For hair, skin, nails, and makeup, no one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas. Because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
Bob's Auto Body and Repair in Blue Island has been prospering since 1968 when Robert Warniak Sr. opened a business. Bob's goal? To go above and beyond to satisfy their customers. Whether it's a small ding or a major collision repair, Bob's is a trained technician and state-of-the-art equipment to meet the high standards their customers expect and that Bob's demands. Bob's also offers complete mechanical services for your automobile, from an oil change to brake repairs. Mention this ad, Bob's will detail your car for free with any auto body work or give you a free oil change with any mechanical work. Bob's Auto Body and Repair, Blue Island.
If you're suffering from physical pain, nothing else matters. The one thing that should is Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, because experience never mattered more. Serving the community for 25 years with over 90 years of combined orthopedic experience, our fellowship-trained surgeons provide individualized care to those suffering from orthopedic pain. We deliver comprehensive care from diagnostic to surgical to rehabilitative services, all under one roof in each of our locations. Midwest Orthopedic Consultants, bringing university-level orthopedic care close to home.
And welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. And I want to mention Beggar's Pizza, folks, just opened a location in Crest Hill, not far from Providence Country. So check out that new location. If you're just joining us, we are at South Oak Jeep Dodge Ram, 4550 Lincoln Highway in Matson. Our guest is Providence baseball coach Mark Smith. Baseball is in the air in spite of what's going on at the big league level, high school level. We're rolling along, Smitty. We're rolling along, my man. All right, you know what? One of the best players I covered, period, and probably the greatest player, at least offensively in Providence history, Sam Travis. You know, had a great career at Providence. 2011 grad, if I'm not mistaken, correct? Went on, great career at Indiana, second round pick of Boston. And, you know, if you ever thought a kid was like a slam dunk, and we've had many slam dunks, you thought slam dunks, that was going to make it to the big leagues and make their mark, Sam would be one of those guys because he could swing it, and he had a tremendous work ethic and just a gritty dude, man. And it's been tough for him. He got up with Boston a little bit, and I know he ended up in Seattle's in AAA with Seattle last year. What do you tell these kids? Because everyone thinks they're going to make the big leagues. Mom and dad thinks their kids are going to make it to the big leagues. And you see a situation like Sam, who's 27 now, still trying to, you know, get a sustained career at that level. What's the message to some of these kids, man? Do you use Sam as an example of, you know, it's difficult?
Oh yeah,
you know.
Yeah, we actually have used Sammy numerous times with different examples of things: hard work, focus, you know. Being mentally strong, a lot of those different things. But, you know, in regards to his career, I mean, kids still nowadays, they know who he is, they look up to him. You know, people have heard enough about him, you know, through whether it's the coaches or teachers at the school, because he made such an impact. Yep. You know, he was an intense kid. But it does go to show just how difficult this business is. And a lot of it is who drafts you and where you go. I mean, he went to a Boston team that won a World Series, that he was a part of in a sense, and got a World Series ring, which is awesome. You know, playing 40 or 50 games with them that year. But, you know, they had so many stars on that team, and, you know, they just didn't need him. And he didn't do that bad. I think one of the funniest days I remember is flying. Mr. Turner, our AD, and I flew out to Boston to watch his debut. And he got 2 hits that night. And as soon as the game was over, we got in a taxi and went back to the airport. and flew. We had to lay on the ground till 5 a.m. till the flight went off, and then we got back into Chicago, and we had a regional semifinal game that day. And my son was graduating 8th grade. I mean, you're talking about a whirlwind of a day, but one that I'll never forget. But it was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I mean, it's a tough business. It really is, man. And you know, it's Sammy, the Mark Paytons of the world. You know, there's another one. Just they just need that one big break, and I know that's what Sammy's looking for.
I still remember that home run he hit in Joliet, man. That in the state finals, that thing was out in about 3 seconds. Yeah. Down the left field line, and boy, he just so many big hits. And just a tremendous player in person as well, man. All right, I'm really interested. I think I know one of the two that you're going to say here, but through your career, who's the most talented opposing player and opposing pitcher you have faced?
You know, those are tough questions because we have faced so many great players. Yep. I'm not going to give that political answer, though. I'll give you an answer. You know, I think I almost have to call this a tie, position player-wise, between Mark Payton and Alec Thomas.
Yep.
You know, I remember when 2009 was my second or third year at Providence, and we're playing read at Providence, and kid singles up the middle, and you teach him to take a nice aggressive turn, and Mark comes up, and we weren't the only person he did this to, so I don't feel bad telling this story. And he comes up, okay, nice and easy, and just fires a missile to first base as our kid took his nice turn and starts coming back, and sure as heck brings him up at first, and I'm just like, wow. Yep. I mean, what else can you say? And impressive play, and he was just that good of a player. And Alec Thomas, I remember when we played Mount Carmel in 2015 state championship, and they had 8 Division I players in that lineup, and those were all the position guys. And with an all-state pitcher on the mound, and Alec was a freshman. Yep. And I remember we said, when we were going through the scouting reports, I said he was the kid we feared more than anybody. And I think he got a hit or two that game, and we were fortunate enough to win that one. But I also remember watching them in the super sectional. He made one of the greatest catches in high school I have ever seen. Yep. I mean, he was that good. So those two for sure would be at the top. Yeah, that's pitching-wise, man, again, some tough ones. I got to put probably Drake Fellows up there from JCA. He was nasty, man. Yeah, he was good, and he made it look so effortless. Yeah.
Like he's playing catch, man.
Yeah, it was an easy 92, and I'm like, man, and then you watch him in college, an outstanding young man. Yep. Met his dad a few times over at Williamson's in New Lenox. He lives down the road there, and it's like, man, he would have looked good in green, but no, great pitcher, great kid. Yeah,
he is tremendous, and his ball moved, man. It's just great movement, and like I said, it's like he's playing catch. All right, let's talk about this 2022 Celtics. I understand you're pretty deep in arms. What are the projections here and the expectations for this squad, man? What are the strengths?
Well, I'm excited about our pitching. We have a lot of experience back. I think about 17, 18 wins off last year's 26-win team are back. So we got our top 6 of our top 7 guys are back. Alex Alberico, committed to Kent State, senior Jack Wajda, committed to Chipola College. Ryan Hussey Jr. Committed to Notre Dame. Drew Zamitis Jr. committed to Xavier. Gavin Gomez, a left-handed pitcher, still uncommitted, but kid who threw a lot of innings for us, got a huge save in the regional championship last year. And then Tyler Young, who did some pitching. He's going to play golf in college, but Tyler's probably going to be our closer this year. He's got the right mindset for it. Nothing bothers this kid. He's fun, and he makes us laugh, and that's what we love about it. But he's got the right mindset for that role.
Okay. And offensively, I know Braden Garrigan, who's a jack of all trades on a football field, and I'm sure he's extremely talented on a baseball field as well. Is this a team that's more of a small ball team, or do you got a thumper or two in the lineup that could go long ball here?
Well, if you ask Garrigan, he's going to tell you he's going to drop bombs. That's what he says he does. Every time we talk about, man, Gary, you had a lot of strikeouts last year. He goes, Coach, I led the team in bombs. That's all I know. And we laugh, but I think we're going to have to be a team that's going to have to manufacture, especially early on. Hopefully pitching and defense will carry us for a while until we can figure out whether or not we can hit or not. Yep. If we get a lot of southwest wind, then we might hit it. We might hit a couple home runs, but if it comes off that lake, I don't think we'll have too many.
All right, and lastly, Smitty, if you were a high school baseball commissioner, what would you the one thing you change about the game?
Well, I think the first thing I would change is get rid of the re-entry rule. I think when you do those things, to me, it's, especially in the postseason. You want to do it regular season, fine, but in the postseason, you make a move, that's the move you got to make. I think that as a manager, coach, it puts a little bit more strategy involved.
Yep, no doubt.
I think that would make things a little bit interesting. They'd probably say, well, that can take away playing time from kids and snap, but let's face it, in the postseason,
You're not trying to appease all the kids.
Correct.
Man,
it's a little bit different, but regular season, I get it. You're able to get some kids in the game and do some different things, but that would be one thing. Just from a strategic point, it would be kind of fun.
Yeah, I agree, man. That would be, and it adds to a little bit of the managerial moves, man.
Without a
I
doubt.
like it.
Without a doubt.
Like it. All right, Smitty, thanks for coming on board, my man.
Oh, it was a pleasure.
Always
Thanks
a
for
pleasure.
having me.
You got it. Good luck this season.
We're going to need it. Thank you.
Check out those Celtics.
We're hoping we're going to be all right, but we'll see.
I'm sure you will, Smitty. I'm
We'll
sure
see.
you will. All right, folks, we are going to go to an athletics timeout. Remember, 2 locations, Oak Lawn and Orland Park. We come back, Kevin Ross, Client Relations Manager of South Oak, will be our guest. He's been on the show a few times, a former mascot at Providence. So we're going to have some fun. We're going to talk about everything this outstanding dealership has to offer its customers. Stay tuned. Athletic Sports and Orthopedic Physical Therapy is a 2,200 square foot facility that includes the latest in rehabilitation equipment, including the HydroTrack underwater treadmill. All therapists at Athletics are experienced and offer hands-on treatment for patients that require such therapy. Whether it's your feet, ankles, knees, hips, lower back, shoulders, elbows, wrists, neck or jaw, Athletics is here to help. We at Athletics understand you as a patient have the right to choose where you receive treatment. Ask your physician if Athletics, with locations in Oak Lawn and Orland Park, is right for you. Whether you're in the mood for a Chicago-style hot dog, Italian beef sandwich, Philly cheesesteak, or charbroiled cheeseburger, Joey's Red Hots has you covered. In the mood for something lighter, Joey's Salads promises to hit the spot. Looking to cool off on a hot day or after a workout? Joey's refreshing homemade Italian ice will satisfy. Come check out Joey's Red Hots at 17400 Wolf Road in Orland Park or at 115th Street and Western Avenue in the Beverly community, where they're open until 5 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. No matter which location you visit, Joey's Red Hots promises to provide exceptional tasting food at an affordable price.
Now you can buy a car from the comfort and safety of your home. Introducing South Oak Jeep Dodge Ram Chrysler's online shopper, the most convenient way to buy a car online. To begin, start by selecting your vehicle. You'll see the Buy From Home button on every vehicle description page. Use the Explore Payment Options tool to customize your payment. Choose between lease, finance, or cash. Whatever works best for you. Have a trade-in? Get an instant value with your vehicle along with a transparent report so you know you're getting a great deal. To confirm your custom payment, simply fill out our quick credit application. And best of all, you can schedule a day and time to pick up your vehicle. Or we'll deliver it right to you. A South Oak representative will be there to chat with you throughout the entire process. We will walk you through step by step. Buying a car has never been easier. Visit southoak.com today.
All right, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. I'd like to thank Providence Catholic Baseball coach Mark Smith for being our guest. Up next, a Providence Catholic graduate, Kevin Ross from South Oak. Our guest again. Was this your third time?
Third or fourth.
Third or fourth? Who's counting, my man?
I don't know. I'm getting comfortable.
Well, as folks probably know by now, I'm a big fan here. I've had 2 cars. I've had a Wrangler, which I love, but I had to get a little something because of addition to the family, so I had to go 4-door Jeep Cherokee, which I absolutely love, man. And you guys got some inventory here, and things are looking good.
Yeah. We got a lot. So a lot of different varieties and something for everybody. So yeah.
And we, used cars, new cars. They can accommodate you here. Last time we were on in the fall, with COVID, things were really tight, and it's loosening up a little. You got better inventory than most, right?
Yeah, it's loosened up. The per se chip shortage has kind of gone away a little bit. Still having a little bit of an issue, but at the same time, we have a lot more inventory than a lot of other dealerships around us. So it's definitely something as a positive outlook for sure.
Absolutely, man. In the dealership, always, wanting to give back to communities. I know you guys are heavily involved with, Providence and other youth sports organizations. What is it about that you know, and I know, you know, you were a former athlete as well as the mascot at Providence. And, you know, Garrett Guest, you know, he was a tremendous baseball player at Providence.
Right.
So.
Yeah, we have a lot of local ties, just like Pat said with Providence, but just in general within the Frankfort, Mokina, southwest suburbs, just in general, we like to just give back, just be out there, just because it's the thing to do.
Yeah.
That's just what one of our little like perks that we just like to monos. Yeah, that's what we do. It's something fun that everybody enjoys, and it's different. It's not everybody does it, so it's something that we can say that we kind of stand out above everybody else.
Yep.
So.
Well, you look at the cars, and I know the Wagoneer is rather new to the family, right? And this thing is that's a beauty.
Yeah.
It's a monster.
It is a monster. Yeah, it's got everything. It could fit like an entire football team.
And it's 3 rows.
It's
correct?
It's three rows. It's 3 rows. It even comes equipped with like refrigerator, like a little cooler in the center console. I mean, it's unbelievable.
Perks are amazing,
It's unbelievable what kind of stuff comes in these things. So yeah.
What is the hot, you know, make right now for you guys? What do you think is?
I mean, our bread and butter is I would say 1 of 2 things. I mean, the Wranglers are just so overly popular. It's unbelievable. They're as fast as they come in, they leave. It's crazy. But then as far as like the performance cars, so like the Challenger and the Charger, everybody wants that muscle car. So they see it, they want it, they got to have it, and you know, it's a coin flip. Which way are they going to go? So yeah.
Well, with the news you hit me with recently, and congratulations, you're expecting your 3rd child in August.
In August, yeah.
And I know it's your one daughter's birthday
today.
She's 6.
She's 6.
Happy birthday.
Yeah.
And you might have to get into this wagon here and ditch that Wrangler.
Yeah,
man, right?
no, I got my Wrangler factory ordered. It's a brand new color and everything. I'm excited for
you're
it.
set, man,
I'm set. Yeah, my wife's gonna have to get a 3rd row car, and I'll be the cool dad.
That's
but, yeah.
right, man. You can't give up that cool dad
no,
title.
right.
You don't want to do that.
Right, exactly.
And dealerships open, folks, 6 days a week from 9 to 7, Monday through Friday, 9 to 6 on Saturdays, correct?
Yep.
And very accommodating. Like I said, folks, you're looking for used, new, they'll fit your budget, try their best to get you exactly what you want from the factory. And the service department is outstanding. I could vouch for that, man. They do a great job, very accommodating and efficient. So a lot of reasons you'd want to come to South Oak and purchase your next vehicle. That's for sure, man. And they bend over backwards, like I said, to accommodate you. So, yeah, all good, my man. Yeah. So come on in, right? People, come on in,
or we even go to you. We can do home deliveries. We'll pick up your car from your house and bring it here for service. I mean, the sky's the limit when it comes to us helping you guys and everybody else in the area. So.
And the other major thing, 20-year, 200,000-mile warranty. What does that cover?
So 20-year, 200,000 limited powertrain warranty on every new Jeep that we have. So you buy a car, you're covered basically for life. I mean, 20 years, 200,000, it's unheard of. So it's definitely something that we have that nobody has around in the state and the nation, anything. So it's a once in a lifetime experience that you can have for buying a Jeep.
Yeah, and that's awesome. Like I said, man, Jeep, the Wrangler, Cherokee. You probably have to step it up to the Grand Cherokee next time. We'll see what happens. Though I wouldn't mind a four-door Jeep.
Right.
You know what I mean?
A little bit more room for the kiddos.
The kiddo, she would say, "Man, you're even cooler than I think you are, Dad. You get that 4-door, right?" All right, Kev. Thanks a lot, man.
You got it.
I
Absolutely.
appreciate it.
No
Continued
problem.
success here, man, and good luck with that baby in August.
That's right.
All right.
Let the sleepless nights begin. Or continue.
Yes, continue, my man. All right, folks, we are going to go to a Labriola Bakery Cafe timeout. Remember, Labara, Labriola, Stan's Donuts, all in the family, the Chief Doughboy family. So we come back high and tight. Stay tuned.
Looking for a unique dining experience with incredible food? Then check out Labriola Bakery Cafe. Opened by Rich Labriola, Chicago's premier artisan baker, you know they'll have great bread, but you won't believe the rest of their menu. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizzas, fresh pasta, and their world-famous Richie Burger. There's also homemade gelato and, of course, their famous bread. Labriola Bakery Cafe and Neapolitan Pizzeria, conveniently located in the Oak Brook Promenade.
At Lisa Thomas Salon, we think loving yourself and your selfie starts with the perfect stylist. That's why we've assembled an amazing team, each with a unique passion for beauty, providing the perfect combination of innovation and experience. Then adding just a little bit of fun for hair, skin, nails, and makeup. No one does beautiful like Lisa Thomas, because life's too exciting to settle for the same old thing. Schedule today at Lisa Thomas Salon, a Redken Elite partner with 3 area locations.
We came up with a bunch of clever commercial ideas to entice you into trying Beggar's Pizza. We decided to let the food speak for itself.
I'm a half sausage for you and your husband, and a half just cheese for the kids, who never seem to stop moving. Go ahead and take the night off, Mom. I got you covered. Beggar's Pizza. We lay it on thick.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Coach's Corner Show, brought to you by Beggar's Pizza. All right, high and tight. If you're on social media, you see Twitter, and I follow some, high school players, no matter sport, football, baseball, basketball, hockey, whatever, but kids are prone these days to self-promotion. It's all about self-promotion. Not so much about team promotion, but, self-promotion. They're always blessed that I got an offer from this school, blessed that I got an offer from this college, blessed that I got an offer from this college. Hey. Once you make a decision on where you're going to go to college, that's when you make the announcement. All right? I know it's I've got 15 offers and it's something to be proud of. But, let's just wait until you make a decision and say, this is where I'm going to school. And that's something to be proud of no matter what level, D3, D2, D1, junior college, whatever. That's what to be proud of, not how many offers you have. Where you're going is the biggest thing. All right, folks, have a great week. We'll talk to you down the road.